Hi, everybody. Hopefully this time you can hear the music that I put up, which would be nice. And as you can see, I have changed my desktop a bit, as in I finally got a more nicer for one's eyes, because I don't really like bright lights that much. So I changed it up a bit, and I also put the information of the music playing. So let me know if the music is too loud or too soft or anything else, and then I can change that up. I've also added some help for myself in that I can go into functions now, which should be making things a lot faster for me now, which would be nice. I didn't change much since last time. I only deleted some redundant code to make it clean it up more a bit. And I still enjoy seeing the sun going that way, and that actually works. It's so nice. So I was thinking for today, we had already made like the transition of the sky, of the colors of the sky, and now we actually need to link that with the position of the sun, which is easier said than done. But then again, I sometimes have the tendency to think it's a lot harder than it actually is. So I'm hoping that's the case. I figure out it's not that difficult at all. Because what I was thinking was right now I have, which color should I take? Green? Or should I grab another? Let's grab another page. Draw on it. That if we have like the sun going that way, oh my god, I can't draw circles. Right now, dusk, noon, dawn, noon, dusk is what I'm doing, and the transition between them. What actually should happen, I think, if the sun is like halfway up, it should already be on the noon position of the sky. The same thing goes for that one. in the sense that it doesn't take until noon for the whole sky to be lit up. It's like what people call like the golden hour during dusk somewhere. So it doesn't take that much time for the light to change when the sun comes up or goes down. So for now, we'll grab like half of half, so a quarter, first quarter and the last quarter of its trajectory to say, okay, this is dawn and this is dusk and this is noon. But we shouldn't forget it going down too, because it works a similar way. So for now, we'll also like go for a quarter of it and say this is dusk and this is dawn, with the intent that I'll tweak it later. Yeah, so this might need to become a variable. So we can tweak it later when we think, well, it doesn't really match up, so but I still want to build that in. We can, because of how we build the function of like the sun, if you remember last time, we based it on the percentile of its trajectory as to where it's supposed to be in the sky, if you can remember that. And that we can actually use to go like, how far is the sun? And link it to that. But the thing is, when the sun is down, it no longer exists. So we have to find a way how we are going to go for that one. And I don't know how to do that yet. I can either in the end, I want to make a general function that gets time and gets the date. And that function calculates things like, when does the sun come up? What phase is the moon in? How high does the sun go? And maybe even calculate what season it is, because if you remember, I also want to reflect seasons in this, as reason for the tree is actually to help me represent seasons. So this is kind of like a general function that calculates all the variables that the other functions need to actually figure out where everything goes. Or what it needs to look like. So that function should also be able to tell what when the sun comes up. But I think I said I wanted to link the color of the sky to the position of the sun, which would work if the sun is there. but wouldn't work if the sun is there. But let's get it working. Let's just start fidgeting in it and see what happens. So, the sun cycle decides on when the sun comes up and where it goes. That's the one we did last time. Yeah. So we have to link it to that. So what we can do is actually make the sun cycle also call on the sky function. Because right now it only goes to the sun function and says, hey, draw the sun for me, and draw it right there. Which is cool. But we can also use sky for that. But most likely we'll have to change this function or this if chain a bit, because right now it only does something when the sun is up. Yeah, I'm already thinking, how am I going to do that part, that bit? Let me zoom in a bit for just... Just for now. What does the sky function need, by the way? Base and step. Okay, I remember that. Stupid that I didn't blank. I think I said this was like dawn, noon, dusk. Right, 0 is a number. I keep reminding myself. I need to remind myself. Night. Okay. So we need to go to 3. We say 3. And 3 and step 0, I think. Does it give me any errors? No, it does not. Oh, it actually starts with the night sky. Nice. And yes, it goes back to black the moment. That's most likely because here I say you need to go. Yep. Yeah. And if I take that out, it most likely is going to stay on black on the night sky, but that's just fine for now. I'm printing the clock. That's what you see in the shell right now. We'll leave that on for now. Though. Okay. That's what happens if I don't write the sky every time. So funny though, because now I can actually see the arc that it's taking. So that's okay. It's also going a lot faster. Because it doesn't have to redraw, I guess. It's... bizarre. Okay. But fun to look at. No, I don't need that one. I don't need... Do I need the angle? I do think I need the angle. I'm thinking, should I make an if statement in this else statement? As in... Yeah, because the sun needs to be written last, or else the sky will override it, which is not what we want. So, if... There we go. Angle. English, my dear, English. Okay, angle is... So this would be 0 though. This would be minus 90. And this would be... because that's how we are calculating it. What are we going to go for? Minus 30? If it's less than minus 30, then sky, dusk was 0, dawn was 0. We're going for the... Then else if angle is more than 30. Wait, we're going for 60 now. It's more than 60. Sky. So now we're doing this one. 0, 1, 2. Put a 0 step. Yeah. And then we say else sky 1 or 0. And then it should write this one because it's still part of this else statement. I ran into the problem last time that if you don't finish off an if chain with an else, that every variable after that gives me an error. Whoopty. So let's see what this will do. What will you do? Okay, night sky. When it hits 2, it should go to... Oh. It's the wrong sky color. It seems to be going straight to else. So something wrong with angle? Oh. It's this little bugger that's giving me problems, because I already say that angle needs to be changed. Well, we can do something about that. We can incorporate it in this one instead. Because then we have a clear angle right here. That should work. Okay. What is it going to give me? Night sky. Hey! That's dawn. See if it's changed to noon. Yes, it does. It's also a lot slower. Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. And now I also noticed I have to do the ground also. I already built in like a variable that controls how bright the ground is, with the idea that if the sun goes down, there is less light, so the ground should also get darker as well, so that you actually, during dawn and dusk, the tree becomes more of a silhouette than anything else. Okay, so this is the general steps, right? It doesn't flow into one another, which is okay, but I'm wondering, how can I make it flow? Because I did make this step system, but with the intent that I'm going to take that out. Because it's hard-coded, and I don't like hard-coding things. So I do want to take that out. Okay, day phase. Day phase. So day phase I want to keep. So phase steps. So I'm thinking I most likely have to link it also to the position of the sun. Making like this part. So like the 60% or the arc of 60 that we have right now should be a variable. So most likely we have to use the same trick that we did last time as creating percentiles. It's a sliding scale. So with the step list, all what I'm doing is say go from ultimate to full color to like the minimum. Can I just give the angle and do the whole calculation in the sky, maybe? But I'm still, that way I'm still going to get in trouble once the sun goes down and no longer exists. So it is something that I should do over here. And simply tell the sky what color and what step it needs to be. I'm having the idea that I'm making this harder on myself than it should be. Okay, what I used the fade list for, by the way. It was a similar thing, wasn't it? Let's see. Oh, yeah. The fade list I need to keep for now. Though I don't like that it's hard-coded as well. The fade list was that I have like 5 colors, and what the fade list does, it's blending it. It's blending the colors together. And right now it's hard-coded. I don't want to have it hard-coded with the idea that I have 2 extra pixels down here. And if I could like squish it up a bit, so that the color, the gradient actually is more dynamic, because right now it's not. Would be a lot nicer, but I'm not gonna do that now. But I am I do need to give it a name. I'm having the idea that I'm saying a lot of ums. But yeah. Yeah, I just need to do the same thing, don't I? In the sense that right now my step list is a kind of going from 1 to 0. Right now, I'm just going to say angle. And going to make I'm still trying to wrap my head around this, so let's just first make like a dynamic step list so I can get rid of that step list. And it should be let's put it here for now. So the step list is angle, which would now be between -90 going to 90. That's the angle that we're using. So if we say, oh, that has to be an if statement too, right? If sure, turn it into an if statement. If angle is less than we wanted to make that a variable, so let's turn that into Twilight. And we say Twilight right now is 60. Don't worry about that. If angle is less than, I don't know what my cursor is doing, minus Twilight, I don't know if minus is the correct thing. It's similar to what I just made for the sky, but we can pop that out of the sun cycle later. I think. Oof. Yeah, just let's keep up with this one first. We need to put it in brackets, maybe? Does that work? First, let me do something else. And that is print zipping as a test. Why am I scrolling? I didn't need to scroll. 149. That's a really weird one. 149. Doo-doo. Huh? Invalid syntax. It's because of that, isn't it? Invalid syntax. Oh, just comment out. I just want to know what you do when I say minus. Name Twilight isn't defined. Ah. That's okay. Oh, it just dawned on me. I was talking last time about how is a variable able to grab this variable when it's not in scope. The thing is, this thing is global because it's not inside a function, but in my head it is inside a function because it's like the run forever function, which in this case is not true. That's why it can grab that. But it can't grab Twilight because it is something that's specific for the function Sky. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, it does make it simply minus. Cool. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you very much. And I'm still thinking, should I put that in here? Because, yeah. Because I can't give that angle here anymore. But I do give the rise and fall in the sun cycle. So what I could do is give it here, Twilight, and that is something that I'm going to give along to the sky, which is fine. Because then I can also make this piece of the if statement more inclusive. As in saying, if clock, blah, 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 blah. Right now, it just returns. And then I can say, okay, this is true, but after so many hours after the fall or so many hours before the rise. I could do that. But should then the twilight not be an angle but a time? Maybe? Or should I just hard code a time in there, like an hour before and an hour after? Hard code it. It'll be fine. Yeah, because then the sky doesn't need to calculate anything but the color, which is something that I would prefer. That all the calculations is done here, and that sky actually just is the color. Okay. I have to work with an hour. Yeah, I can do that later. Okay. And just say if clock is oh, I don't need to put that. Smaller than rise minus 1. Of course, when time gets there, when I actually implement time, that's not going to work anymore, but fine. Then I can say sky goes into what was it? Dawn was 0. Haha. Then we had an else if clock. I always like to start with the smaller exceptions and then use the else as a catch-all, with the idea if it's not any of the exceptions, then do the default thing. Ball plus 1 is sky 2, and then we say else nope, sky does not need wait 0 1 2 3, yeah, 3. And we can actually get rid of the return, because all it's doing now is making that sky. Yeah, I'm going to turn that into a variable. What am I? Here we just say twilight. And we say right now it's 1. And that will make it easier later on to go like, oh, twilight is a time. And not just a number. Do I get any errors? No. Okay. 2. Okay. I'm gonna give myself more space and say that the sun comes up at 4. So it should start off with night, and it would come on at 3. No, it's not. At 3 it goes dark, and then... that's interesting. Did I communicate it wrong? Rise would be 4. Minus twilight, 1. So that's 3. Oh, I'm saying if the clock is. It should be the other way around. Whoopsie. And I also need to do then the ground thing in this one too. What are you doing? I really need to specify it even more. Don't I? Okay. So if clock is more than full, yes, but is smaller than fall plus twilight, then that. So if clock is smaller than rise, and clock, but also clock is bigger than rise twilight, then go there. Okay, night sky. Yeah, 3 should come on. It did not. Let's take away the ground for a bit, just so I can see what the sun is doing. 4 and it's there. Okay. So if the clock is smaller than rise, which would be a 4. And bigger than rise minus twilight should be 3. Then do dawn. Let's just see if this gets triggered at all. I have to tell it it's a string. Sure, I can do that. Night, night, night. Okay, the if statement does get triggered, but it will go to else every time. And we'll skip this. Why? Did I do something stupid? So this is 3. Rise is 4. Is it because I'm saying it has to be greater than? Let's go for that one. Is that purely the reason that it can't make that? 2, 3 should work now. 4. Oh god, of course. Sun goes down. One more time. And then it goes away. Cool. Yay. Okay. So that's working. I already have the... I want to put it in the ground, but I shouldn't. No, let's focus on sky first. Sky first. Okay. So it's going to... I'm going to use the same thing here. In the sense that this part of sky is a step. So I'm not going to give the angle along. I'm just going to tell it how much % of this sky it needs to show. So how big the fade needs to be. That's all I need to do. That would work perfectly. Then I don't have to say angle. I could just say fade is not the right word because I'm already using it here. Power is not the right word either. Power, I guess. No, power is not the wrong word. I'm going to keep it at step for now because that's what I do. Then this can go. This can stay. This can go. And the step list can also go, and I could just say phase step instead of going to that one. So I can take it out of brackets. And why did I give it a naming conventions? Stupid naming conventions. Why can't I keep my own naming conventions? Stupid. And we could just take that out. And that already makes my thing smaller. So that's good, I guess. This is when hard coding bites me in the ass. Because if I had consolidated this, as I said I would or should, I wouldn't have to do this so many times. I would have only needed to do this like 3 times. And that would have been fine. Let me change this now it should, yeah. But I also need to like scroll to the side, because I have the idea. Yeah. Then I'm using it again. If I am going to consolidate this code, I might actually do this off camera, because this is just a nightmare. And I have an idea of how to actually consolidate this code, this part of the code at least. No. It is very slow though. And I wish I could fold code, but I can't. Which is, yeah, pity. Because I could do this with a simple for loop, technically. And now I'm already thinking about it. Okay. So basically we removed everything from this. And now it will go to base step or step right now. So for step, we are going to need to use floats. Floats are numbers that have like numbers behind the dot or the comma. Comparative where you come from. Where I come from, we use commas and not dots, but in programming it's the other way around, which kind of screws me up in a bit. So this, what I selected, is a float, because with the calculations that we did, 1 is like the utmost most power, the brightest, the like times 1 is its fullest, and if we want it to get dimmer, we need to start thinking about like going to 0.1 basically. So that's something we have to keep in mind, that what we're giving along with this step needs to be a float, or else it will not work. Which also means that here, we, right now, to make it work, or else it's not gonna work. Stop doing that. We need to turn this all into ones, or else it would go like what color? You told me to multiply it by 0, so it's 0. Come on. So let's see if it still works. Are you gonna give me errors? Night. Pre-dawn. Looking good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is beginning to... Yeah, I'm beginning to like this. So we also have to think differently though. Because right now, this is the first thing it does. That little bit. But that means it's going from night to dawn. So actually, this 0 needs to become a 3 with a fade step. Or a step going through it. Basically. But one of the problems that we have is that right now it just is 1 hour. And because of what we're doing here, we're only counting on hours. So I don't think we can go through that right now, but we can focus on this right now. So let's focus on this, because we can make this fade a bit. Right. Because right now it comes up at 4 and it goes down at 12. So, let's give it more time. We know this works, so I'm going to put that back to 2. Should I go to 3? One pre-dawn. There it is. Okay, 2 is fine. So we're going to need to give it more steps to go through in order to actually see if this works. Which I don't like the idea because it's so slow. Okay, let's... Now we're giving it a lot of time. So it should move really slowly. It does. Okay. Well, no. It just... It's 3 steps until the 60 degrees. But... Aha. There's a reason I turned this into a variable. For the simple reason that if I do it now, it should give me more steps. 2, 3, 4. Not a lot more steps. That's kind of disappointing. Oh, wait. Maybe that's because I didn't implement this variable in here yet, did I? No, I did not. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right around here, it should go to noon. There we go. And then right around here, the next step should go into dusk. Yay. Cool. That will give us some more room to play with. That's nice. Okay. So so we got the angle, got the twilight hours. So right here we need to figure out what the step is going to be. So the step Yep. Come on. We need to calculate it. Right, we need to... We did this last time. Why can't I remember it from last time? So the total percentage that we need to run with is minus 90 for this right now to the twilight angle, which is minus 10 right now. And we need to put that into a percentage that runs from 100 to 0. Oh, I'm so bad at percentages. Let me reverse what we did last time. We said the total percentage. The total percentage yeah, the difference between the rise and the fall divided by 1 is 1%. And then, so the total percentage would be what the clock is minus the rise divided by the percentage. So how much percent that fits in there. So step should be like minus 90 minus twilight angle. That would give me like 1% of this. Then I need to know what the angle is. Divided by? No? Well, the angle starts at minus 90. This doesn't look right to me. Wish I had my friends with me. No, that's not right. This should now give me like
Ja, hoe is het met jullie? Goed met jullie. En streaming.
Let's see what this gives me first. Should it be plus? It should be plus, shouldn't it? Okay, it's 80. Yeah, the difference is 80. So the difference is 80. Oh, it can't tell me what the angle is because calculate the angle here. Fine. Then I'll put it right here. Okay. So it tells me angle is 90. Oh, it's a float already. That's fine. So if I would make this calculation, let's say print. This. Then for legibility, go like this. There we go. This is also going to be dangerous though, because the angle is going to hit 0. Though this shouldn't be working when it hits 0, but still. Okay. Okay. This gives me nice steps, though. If you get what I mean. In the sense that if I divide this again by 100, should come out as 0.9. That looks closer to what we eventually want to have. And the moment that it hits beyond the twilight angle, it no longer gets calculated. Huh. Well, let's give that a try. me say step. Okay. The sky is shifting color. Nice. Now let's see if the same thing happens if I set the twilight angle. Because it could just be a coincidence that it does work. Okay. Should be fully now. It did go longer though. Just say print step. We're going to comment this out for now. Contact. It's not fading as well. See, it goes to 0.3 and then stops. So while the steps in between are just like ones. Are dot ones steps. And it should be a lot faster. So my calculations aren't correct yet. So it was just a coincidence. Okay, let's go back to what I thought it's supposed to be. So this gives me the difference. Between the two angles, right? So that's the scale. And what I did here gives me like what 1% is in that scale. So that gives me 1%, and what I need to know is the angle. Oh, my brain is fathoming it. So that would be angle. So this is the total difference. And I need to compare it to the minus 90 plus the angle. Because if the two are the same, that means it's 100%, and the further away it gets. Needs to divide by? Is that what I'm doing? Might multiply and divide by are done on similar level. So I need to calculate that first. I think my brain is trying to grasp it, but it just can't. Okay, this is like what percent, 1% of the angle should be like. And this is the difference. So it should be minus. Wait, maybe. Give me the 1%. I know the difference right now is minus. Okay, so every minus 0.6 it has it should come out. Or should it be plus? Wait, how is that possible though? Minus 90 plus angle. Shouldn't be minus angle. Or is it minus minus make plus? Okay. Here it reaches 100%. But here's as 150. I think it's just too late in the evening. Because, yeah, for me it's late. And that my brain is not wanting to do this right now. I know it's not that, but let's see if it makes a difference. Okay. This percentage. This is the angle that it's at. This is the difference. Because it goes with loops of 10 right now. That's... maybe this is not right. Or maybe it is, because we're only doing so many steps. I don't even know if I'm on the right track. I am. Because now it's 100%. Damn. Okay. Yeah, 16. This is what it actually was going for. We just need to do this in reverse. But we can do that in reverse. It's not that big of a problem. And it needs to be plus, right? What's it need? Yeah. It needs to be in reverse, and the thingamajig. I needed to multiply it by 0.1. No, by this, because it needs to be done after. But it's like 1 minus that. If this works, that would be a nice closing for today. 1, 0.8, 0.6, 5, 3, 1, and there it stops, and that's good. Ugh. That's what we were after. We have to do it differently though for some going down. So if we say that, it has to be like 1, And we can take that out. And it should be plus. Don't know if that's enough or if I have to play around with these things. But we'll see. Okay, it's going up. Okay, it's at the noon now. Five. 4. What? 3. Oh. That's correct, what I'm doing. I just haven't given it, say, step. I was wondering, it looks okay. Though this, that thing might become a problem. Looking good. Now it should... Oh, it's having problems. It's going really slow. And there it should get into trouble. Yeah. I just wonder why it... Oh, it's doing double. So it's supposed to be doing double. The drawing of the sky takes a lot out of this program. I was calling on the sky twice in the same step, so that's why it was slowing down so badly when it got to that point. Okay. The only thing I'm not agreeing with is the steps. If you saw, it starts at 5 already. Though it doesn't look like it's starting at 5. It looks like it's just starting at 0. So I might want to look into that. But as it's looking now, it actually doesn't look that bad. I have the idea that it's working, actually. As it should be. So maybe next time we can fine-tune this even more. And maybe even add the ground coloration as well. Yeah, now it runs faster. So it's simply the drawing of the sky that takes so much. Nice. Okay. So, thank you guys for watching. If you have any tips for me, suggestions, or anything, please let me know. Comment, subscribe, that would be really nice for me, and I'll see you guys next time as we try to take this even further. Well, good night.